Then going ahead and continuing with some examples of sexual abuse: forcing sex or forcing you to watch others, force particular unwanted sexual acts, being forced to have sex after beating, forced to have sex when you are sick or it was a danger to your health, forced sex for the purpose of hurting you with objects or weapons, committed sadistic sexual acts. What do you do if you know someone or you yourself are being abused? The most important thing is to tell someone. It is a difficult thing to do because there's a lot of shame associated with that and also a lot of denial. But if you can find a counselor, teacher, a trusted adult, a police officer, it might be a youth pastor or a pastor of a church, to begin to talk to someone, and they can show you what you need to do to get help. Today we also want to talk about child sexual abuse because that is part of Erin's law. She was abused as a young person, and so we need to know how to be aware of this. So some physical indicators of someone who might be a victim of child sexual abuse: bruises, sexually transmitted disease at a young age, unexplained trauma to the genital area, bleeding or pain, burning during urination, torn or stained clothing. Behavioral indicators of someone who is a victim of child sexual abuse: fear or repulsion when being touched by an adult, overt sexual acting out, knowledge of sexual things that would be inappropriate for their age level, fear of and or refusing to undress, even for gym class, physical education. Sexualized play in the artwork or written assignments, that would be something that a teacher would perhaps notice. Some more behavioral indicators: excessive layers of clothing, disturbances in their sleep, having nightmares, bedwetting, intimacy or problems in the family or sexual dysfunction. The child may prefer to be alone, isolate themselves from others, shut down, especially in the presence of the offender. They are more at risk to use chemical substances, alcohol, or drug abuse. And they also are at risk of developing rigid and controlling lifestyle to compensate for the lack of control while the abuse was going on. Now we're going to finish up with talking about 5 types of sexual assault. And you can look on your worksheet again. The first one is stranger rape. It's there's no specific outline of what stranger rape looks like because it is a stranger. You can sometimes avoid certain situations that would increase your risk, like being alone, being in a deserted parking lot at night. The second one is called acquaintance or date rape. This is when the victim knows the perpetrator and assaults them while on a date. It is the most common form of sexual assault. The third one is marital rape. It's against the law in the state of Illinois. Sexual assault in the confines of marriage or with long-term partners is illegal in Illinois. The fourth one is called substance-related rape, and this is when a victim is under the influence of alcohol or other drugs, date rape drugs, Rufinol or GHB. And the last one is multiple assailant or gang rape. It's when one victim is raped by a number of perpetrators as a part of the same incident. Most prevalent in a fraternity system and intercollegiate athletics, a way for men to act out their contempt for women and prove their dominance and superiority. Once again, we want to emphasize again what to do about rape if you know someone or you yourself. First of all, do not keep it a secret. Get help. Do not blame yourself. Tell someone. On your worksheet is a hotline, 1-800-422-4453. There's also help here at school, counselors, teachers, calling on a trusted adult if you need additional help. Thank you for your attention today, and I hope this has helped bring awareness to being a victim of date rape or any kind of sexual assault or violence.